This is Irontrader. It is Monday morning, which means it's time to go to work. So we are going to look at here at crude oil and natural gas. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, look at here what we have. Okay, now if you watched my video last night, I was pointing out this key 8 simple moving average right here, okay? Now it's sitting at 82.95. Now you see how nice that is coming around and it's starting to curl up. So if the price comes down, this is your buy point, okay? Because you're holding that 8 simple moving average. Now it has to hold it on the close. Now your upside, very, very easy. You're sitting right there, okay? 84.54. That is going to be your resistance. Now again, if we can get above that, then we can follow a candle. So I'll tell you what, let's look at the downside here first. So right now we're sitting at 83.77. Okay, on the downside, you want to look to the bottom of Friday's candle. That's sitting at 83.35, and then we have 82.95. Those are your support levels. If that is lost, then we'll come right to the bottom of this candle, 82.44. That's the next support. We'll come to the bottom of this candle, 81.99. That's the next support. And then we have that nice 50 SMA here sitting at 81.67. Okay, again, this is, you can see how it's trending up. But if somehow that gets lost, we'll come to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 88. And then we'll look to this price channel here. See, this price channel sitting at 80.70, which is the bottom of that candle. Okay, if that's lost, we come right here to 80.04. That's your 200 SMA, and then we can wind it all the way on down here. You got a 78.96 here. We have your 21-day at 78.26, and then you can come all the way down here to your 77.61. I can't see that happening this time of the year here because now we're going into the seasonality play here with the summer driving. You got more Memorial Day right around the corner, 4th of July, and then you have August, which is a very volatile month because what you got is going into hurricane season all the way through September. Okay, so realistically, this is working out very, very nice. Now I'm going to show you a little pattern here. Okay, so when this 8-day, we had the price going right on up here, very, very nice, just like we had here. Once you lose that 8 SMA, like we lost here, then that 8 SMA rolled over, went below that 21-day. But when we put this bottoming candle, see how sticky here? Looks like a cross. That's a bottoming candle. Same way with here. That's a bottoming candle. Okay, now there's many names for it, dojis and everything like this, but that's a bottoming candle. So when you see that, that's where you want to go long, and then she rode it all the way up nicely. Now, you see how that 8 SMA curled right back up here? And that might be a possibility of what we're doing right now with the 8 SMA here. So key today is what we want to watch is that 82.95 on the downside. Very, very critical. As long as it holds that, you're in very, very good shape. Now on the upside, right here, this is what you're going to be looking for. This 84.54. Now, if it closes above, then we'll come right to the bottom of this candle. Okay, you're looking at 84.75. That's your first resistance. Then we'll come to the top there, 85.51. And then we'll look at old sticky here, 85.64. That is your resistance, which means that is the target that you're going to be shooting for if you close above that key 21-day. Then we follow the candles on up. You got 86.18. You have 86.63, 86.98. And then we start getting into the 87 area, 87.10. This is key, 87.22. The reason this is key is because it ran all the way up here to 87.22. Now you look at this candle, see it was lower, see lower, see lower. Okay, so this here is going to be very, very key. This here basically was that war premium when there was that war going on there in the Middle East, and then it came and sold right on off here. However, you always want to watch that candle, 87.22. Then you can get up to your 87.67. Now, if this rallies up here, breaks right through that 87.67. Okay, then we look on your weekly chart, and here's what you want to look at. Your target is 87.83, and then we have the target up there at 88.29, and then this is what you're looking for. This is that 89.85. Call it $90. Bring that price channel right across. See how those price channel, that notch? You just bring that right across. You look at the top of the candle. That is going to be your target. Then we just follow these candles all the way up, but realistically, we look to the next price channel, 95. Okay, so this is taken out. Your next target is going to be 90 and then 95. But all based on right here, this 21 days. So today, what we want to do is we want to trade this range, this 8 simple moving average here on the bottom, 82.95, and then we want to trade this 84.54. If you can close above that, then you can stay long because then we know where we're going to go all the way on up here, okay? A lot of times it does is it'll close above that 21 day, okay, come down and retest it. Long as it holds, then we can go and shoot it all the way on up here very, very nicely. So basically, this is just chart patterns that we want to look at, okay? So over the weekend, I did tips on trading. So just go to my playlist, click it right on. It's right there. And then it gives you all what candlesticks are on how to look for candlestick patterns. It tells you how to look for chart patterns. And it keeps you very, very sharp. I look at it every week, week and a half, just to keep yourself real fresh and, right in the game. Okay. So it doesn't matter what level you are. If you're, a beginner, a novice, or a pro, always go back to them basics and just take a look. So it's all right there. Just click it on. It's, and then you can really take a look at it and always get fresh. But right now, what we're looking for today is that 8 SMA here on the bottom and that 21 on the top. Now we got to see where we're going to go. We could trade sideways very, very easily. But once we're above that 8-day, that's very, very bullish. Okay. RSI here looking very good. You're sitting at 53. You can run all the way up into the 70s. Your MACD, the green is still below your red, but it looks like it wants to curl up here. If you can get above that red, this is what happens. Okay, when that green line goes above that red line, this is what happens. It goes right on up. Now, weekly chart here for the week, we want to hold this key 8 simple moving average, 83.34, and then you want to hold that 100-day at 81.66. Now, here, look, you see where the red came down, but it held it up above that key simple moving average. It closed for the week. That's the key. Last week, closed above, went down, but it closed above that 8 SMA. That's what you're looking for. So far, we're looking good here. If we can, we just follow the candles up, and there's your target at 87.67. Now, for the crude oil, for the long, UCO, that's what I trade. For the short, SCO, works out very, very good. Big volume, easy in, easy out. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Let me bigger up a little bit. Okay, so what we have here, Friday's low was 1.90. Okay, so far today we have a low of 1.92. So what we have is called an inside day so far, but it's way early. It's like 7:20 in the morning. Okay, so inside day basically is the high and the low are within inside of the high and the low of the previous day's candle. Okay, so what we had here, this was that contract roll. Now here's the other contract roll. We're fully in that June contract. Okay, so what you want to watch is you want to watch on the downside, you want to watch the bottom of this candle. That's 1.90. That's going to be your support level. If that's lost, you're going to come right to the top of this candle, basically 1.85. Okay, and then what we do is we start ratcheting up. We look here at your 21-day at 1.79. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to look at this 8-day, which is 1.783, and then you can look at that 50-day at 1.766. Those are your key support levels. But what I like about this 8 SMA here, see how it came down, rolled on down, and it's just like a roller coaster here now. If that can keep on slamming up here, that'll take that price up higher. Okay, so that's what you got to look. But also keep in mind, if that's all lost, here is the top of the candle, 1.67. Very, very key level here to watch because that is the gap fill. So you always want to keep in mind these gap fills. Okay, so at the bottom of that candle is 1.90 and the top of that candle is 1.67. So there's your gap and then there's your fill, which basically means this is support. If this is all lost, then that is going to be support. Okay, so very easy. Now, last time we had that contract roll, it jumped up, came down, and then we had a nice good rally going on here. Okay, so let's just see if we can do this again. If you can stay in, even like an inside day, we can hold that 8 SMA here and get that thing moving right on up here. And that way we can hold it just like we have here. So you can see where it came down, but it held that, all the candles held that key 8 SMA. Once you start losing it and you go below, well, then it's good night, Irene. Then the price goes right on down. So that 8 SMA, very, very critical here. Okay, RSI still looking good. MACD, the green's over red, that's looking good here. Now, on the weekly chart, we need to hold this by Friday, for a bullish scenario, I should say, is 1.781. That's your 8 simple moving average. And then we have nice targets up here where we have this 2.09. Okay, say basically 2.099, say 2.10, which lines up with your nice 100 SMA. So if we can break and close above that 2 level, which we had on Friday, then your next target here is going to be right there. It's going to be that 2.10. It lines up very, very nice. Now, again, that'd be strong resistance. So if it starts rolling up, you want to sell into that resistance, at least half position, and then we can see where it can go from there. But that is the key. That's going to be like a brick wall. Okay, just like that 21-day was on the crude, where yeah, you ran up into it. That's not the buying point. That's the selling point, and then you wait for it to come down. It needs to close above, then she can go higher. Okay, so right now today, here's what we want to watch. We want to watch Friday's high at 2.0 and Friday's low at 1.90. If that is lost, then we can come down here to the 1.85. Then we can start hitting all these key levels here, 1.79 here, okay, 1.78, and then 1.76. That is going to be strong, strong support. Again, if that's lost, then you look 1.67. That is going to be your target there because that is the gap fill. Okay, upside, you want to watch that two level. Very, very key. Okay, so that's Friday's high. Now, again, there is resistance when you look to the left of the chart here. So if you can break that 2 level, the next target is going to be that 2.04. That's what you're looking for, okay? And then we can take the candles all the way up. There's that 210 right there, but that lines up very nice with your 100-day and your 8 SMA. So again, if you can crack above that 2 level, 204 is next, and then we have your 209, and then we have your 2010 on the upside. Okay, that's what I got for you on crude and natural gas. And I'll be back here for midday trading, and we're going to go a little bit more in depth and see what natural gas is doing, what crude oil is doing. And then today, what we're going to throw in on the side there is we're going to look at silver, and we're going to look at the ETF SLV. Okay, thanks for watching.